Hi everyone, welcome. Oh, happy 2023. It is January 19th already. My name is Candace. This is my channel about cross stitch and sometimes some knitting or quilting, but none of that today because it's been a little bit since I filmed. December 28th. So it was right after Christmas, just before New Year's. And so, yeah, I'm overdue for an update. So let's see. There's a lot. And part of that is because I was lucky enough to attend StitchAway in Ohio for the very first time. I had an amazing time. I would not trade those days for anything. I had so much fun. I was lucky enough to finally meet Janet. She is Janet Jabber. And with her, she brought her sister Annette and their friend Cindy. So I got to meet all three of them, and it was amazing. They are fantastic. I am super bummed that I do not live closer to them. I guess this means I have to go see my sister more, because they're near Fort Wayne and my sister lives just south of Fort Wayne. So, yeah. So, Janet had sent me a message, when I was on my way down and asked if, she wanted me to save it, or if she should save a seat for me. And I was like, yes, please. I was so nervous. I was more nervous than when I went to StitchCon. And it wasn't even as big. I don't know why. But I was kind of terrified. Maybe I was terrified that nobody would talk to me. I don't know. It's silly in hindsight, but at the time I was super nervous. So Janet saved me a seat, and that kind of just made the whole weekend right there. I got to hang out with them. I got to chat with them. We ate. I got in on Wednesday, as so did they. And then there's a funny story. And it was Cindy and Annette were at Hobby Lobby, came across another stitcher, started a conversation, found out she was coming to the same retreat. And so we saved a seat for her, and she showed up on Friday. So that was, everyone was calling her Hobby Lobby Jen, but that was Jenny, and she was fantastic. So yeah, we had a blast. It's just so fantastic and so different than StitchCon. Definitely more laid back. We were in our jammies. We were kind of like, I look right now. I'm wearing my uncle's sweatshirt that I confiscated from his closet after he passed away. I'm also sitting in his chair. If you've never been here before, this amazing chair I kept after my uncle passed away, and we had to go through all of his stuff and sell his condo and all that. So I love this chair. But anyway, back to StitchAway. I got to chat with Pam and Steph a little bit, who I'd met at StitchCon before. I got to meet Kia B. I had not met her before. She was at StitchCon last summer, but I was way too nervous to go say anything. And I don't know. I was a chicken. So I got to meet Allison Norris finally. On Instagram, she's AllieCat. Allison, is it AllieCat13? I don't know. I'll have to look. But I will tag a whole bunch of people below. And I'm sure you've probably seen StitchAway recaps already if you watch Kia, Janet, or who else had one already? Oh, Lynn X Stitches. I watched them all this week so far, and they all had StitchAway recaps. So you can check theirs out as well. And it just, I don't know. And I got to meet Lynn for the first time too. But I really, really, really liked it. And our guest designer was Judy Whitman of JBW Designs. She's amazing. She's also from Michigan. I live in Indiana if you're new here. But I am from Michigan, so it was just a fantastic time. So my dogs may turn annoying. I am hoping that is not the case. But how about we go through a little bit of stitching? Why not? So I did have 3 new starts since my last video. So I did put out a whip parade and a finish. They're like whip and finishes all in one video that came out just before New Year's. So if you're curious about progress, how many whips I ended the year with and all that stuff, I don't have that number with me right now. But I know I had 40 some finishes, which is insane. I want to say I started this year with 29 whips, but I can't remember. I'll have to go. No, maybe 26. I don't know. Definitely less. And now the dogs are going to play because I'm ignoring them. Yeah, Bella's trying not to be a butt, and Roscoe's being a butt. If you've been here before, you've seen them because they like to pop in and say hi. Okay, so anyway, new starts. Now, I'll show this one even though it is part haul too, but I purchased this from JBW Designs. This is Be Merry. I purchased this at StitchAway. And they're tugging on a rope. They're really not like trying to eat anybody. No small children are being harmed. I'm here by myself. Hold on a second. Okay. Just had to yell at the dogs. So anyway, this is called Be Merry. And I'm not sure if it's new or not. Oh, it's 2021, so it's new-ish. But here's the cool part, is I was given, Annette had brought some fabrics that she had dyed that she knew she wasn't going to stitch on. And I found 2 in the bag that I loved. So I decided to use one of those fabrics because I'm an idiot and I didn't take a new start with me. So I took this, I took the fabric, and Barbara from Keepsakes suggested I try the Weeks 12 weight, Weeks Dye Works 12 weight thread. And then stitch, because if you've ever been to a retreat, generally there's not thread, but she did have the spools of just like a basket of them, and Turkish red was one of the colors. And I was like, that would look amazing on my fabric. So this is what I did when Judy was doing her presentation. And this fabric is amazing. It is the most beautiful pink I have ever seen. And that Turkish red on this fabric is so good. I love it. So this, I mean, it's just a little piece of fabric, but it is so perfect for this chart. And then what I'm going to do, because it's just the one color red, and then there's 3 greens. There's a light, a medium, and a dark green. Probably what I'll do is just dig through my flosses that are here and just use 2 strands for the greens, because this is just 1 strand of Weeks 12 weight. And it looks so good. So I did have a new start at retreat. Couldn't believe I didn't take anything to start. I mean, it's the beginning of the year, so that's not really what I'm thinking about, is like starting stuff. I apologize for my hair, but I was freezing when I got home, so I had to throw a sweatshirt on. Okay, my next new start, I was super excited about. So this is Mini Kasa by Jeremiah Ketner, Heaven and Earth Designs. And I'm doing this on a 28 count easy grid. And here is my start. Look, you can see the raindrops starting already. And it's, I want to say I have just a hair over 1,000 stitches on this now. I love it though. I absolutely love it. So since it's on a 28 count, it is not huge. It is a mini. This is my first set of roller frame and I'm in love. Very much in love. I very much want all of the sizes of roller frame. So, yeah, I love this. And the stitches are teeny tiny because it's on 28 count. They're just teeny tiny. But I can't help it. I love it. Apparently, the lighting in here is going to be weird today. Maybe it's my phone. I don't know. It's like, maybe it's my phone. I don't know. But anyway, Beautimus. Let's try and show this one again. Does it come out even better? I don't know why it seems brighter now. Oh well. Okay, so then my other start now. Crystal Rowe, also a Flosstuber, we were chatting, and if you watch her, you probably know that her mom just finally had surgery and was kind of like doing okay, not so great, okay, not so great. Her and I were chatting about starting this chart. Madame Chantilly, this is Winter Hot Cocoa. And so we were talking and we're like, okay, we're going to start it. I started mine. I don't know if she started hers. I haven't seen anything from her, so I don't know if she was able to start or not, but I did start it. And then I will just patiently wait for her to either catch up or maybe she already started it and she just hasn't had a chance to let me know. She's got a lot going on right now. I believe her mother-in-law is also not doing so hot. So I am doing this on a 32 count sand dollar from Bestitch Me. And I started with that little snowy white owl there. There you go. Now you can see the white. Yeah. Of course it was a lot of white stitching. Why wouldn't it be? I just had to start right there. So I actually did a full color conversion for this one. If you're curious about my colors, just let me know. But they're all color and cotton. Isn't that nice? Such a mess. They're all, I'm pretty sure they're all color and cotton. Yeah. And I just pulled what I thought would look amazing on my fabric. Just can't go wrong with Bestitch Me's fabric. It's just so good. So those were my new starts. I think that's pretty good for the new year. I only started 3 things. And I did start Mini Kasa on New Year's Day. It is raining, so I hope you can't hear that. But and then just before New Year's, I worked on this one. And I did not put this on my 23 in 23 plans for Whip Warriors. So I only took 19 of my whips. Maybe 8. No, maybe it was 18 of my whips. I can't remember. But I didn't fill all my spots because I wanted to keep some spots open for new starts. So, but I did pull this out before the new year started. This is fresh cut from Fat Quarter Shop. I think technically it's So Emma. But this is one of those where I had like everything was gifted to me. I had quite a bit done and I thought, you know, I just need to finish it. So, I know I showed this in my whip parade, but this is on the called for fabric. I believe it's a 14 count bisque from Color and Cotton. Oh, here's where I was before. So I did get this greenery done here. And I think what I've decided to do, I'm so sorry about the wrinkles, is I'm going to do the 2 motifs that are over here, and then I'm going to call it done. Because it's... There you go. So I know this is really weird because it's like there. So I'll do the 2 like quilt block looking ones, and then I'll call it done. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. Just because it doesn't like call to me really at all. So this one's not an active whip at this point, but it will be once I finish a couple other smaller things that I brought with me into 2023. Okay. I think, oh, I fully finished something. I know this is like so totally out of order, but it's fine. One of my goals for 2023 was to fully finish one of my projects each month, because I'm great at like having whips and finishing stuff, but not so great at fully finishing it. So, I wanted to try and make it a goal to get that done. So I fully finished another ornament. So this is a French hen from Satsuma Street. And I just did the same like I did with the first 2, and I put sparkly paper on the back. However, I forgot to put the little hanger. Whoops. I got it all glued, and I looked at it the next morning, and I was like, oh, I don't have a way to hang it. Awesome. So I will, next Christmas, I will fix that. I may actually do something like so it hangs from like right here, so that it hangs straight, because I'm afraid if I hang it from just here, it'll be like meh. So I might just do it from like back here, like right in this area. But yeah, I got a fully finished for this month. So all of the Christmas is down, but that's okay. This will go in the bin. I'll leave that right there. Okay, how about some whips? This first one, there is a ton of progress on. I took this one with me to StitchAway, and it's been my work project. So this is 310. It's a Colorful Cats that's exclusive to Keepsakes. Even though 310 is an all black cat, it's adorable. It's adorable. So I think, if you remember, I had originally started it on this Fortnite fabric, Opulent. However, it's an 18 count. There's a reason why this calls for a higher count, or what did it call for? I don't remember. 28, I think. Yeah, 14 or 28 count. And it's because it uses number 8 braid. So number 8 braid does not fit in 18 count. I love it. I love how cute it is. I love how good it looked. But does not fit. So I need to rip that out. And I restarted on this Bestitch Me Space Rock that I had gotten in, I think it was in a box that I had won. So here is where I was last time. I'm sure you remember because it was very inappropriate if you looked at it and laughed like I did. There's much more done now. So here it is now. It looks like a cat this time. So I am loving this. I don't know if I'll ever do any of the other cats, even though I do have a cobweb corner cat. But on this opal fabric, or opalescent fabric, it looks so good. it's just not going to show up well on video, but yeah, I have gotten a ton done. So I did work on this at retreat. All of the black outline is done, and now I'm just kind of color completing. So yeah, but I did backstitch the nose because it looked weird without it. So yeah, this color's not showing up real great. It's definitely got more like purples and pinks in it. It's going to look so good when it's done. My goal is to finish this by StitchCon because I purchased the pattern and the other fabric at StitchCon last year. So I would like to finish that, and I started it that Sunday, the last day of StitchCon. So I'd like to finish it and have it fully finished to take with me for the brag table. All right, another retreat project that I worked on, still in its wrapper. So I just made this cover to protect stitching when it travels. This is Mini Home for the Winter. The artist is Lucy Pittaway. And here is where it was before. And there's where it is now. So you can see like the side that I worked on. And then here's the whole thing. So I am really getting there on these diagonals. They're getting shorter and shorter and shorter. And then I can move it up. I got so many compliments on this one at StitchAway about how it looked like a painting. It is on 28 count ivory Lugana. So I'm doing 1/1 full cross. And yeah, the stitches are tiny, but I mean, I just love it. But I also didn't want to use white fabric. I know I've said this before because there's a lot of white stitches in it and I needed to be able to see the white stitches. So that's why I chose this. And I do like little dots with a friction pen so that, so kind of like gridding, but dots instead. So yeah, I need to, that's my goal, is to get this done soon so I can move it. And then the birds will pop up. There's the two little fat birds. All right, and then the last piece that I worked on when I was at StitchAway, I actually spent, it was either all day Thursday or all day Friday stitching on it. I just all of a sudden got crazy monogamous on it, and this is the only one I worked on that day. So this is T, Nora Corbett, Mirabilia. So here's where I was before. And there it is now. And this is on a 32 count unnamed Lugan. Oh no, Jobelin. This is a Jobelin. I like Brandy's dyed Jobelin though. So, and it's very like lavender. It's not gray like that. But her skirt is done. And then there's like little flowers that she's holding on to, kind of like a necklace. So those are done. Obviously none of the beads. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to work up her dress before I move on to the next lady. And I have the table also. This was super fun though. I could not stop stitching it. And then the next morning, so this must have been on Thursday. I think it was Thursday. But the next morning I only had a little bit left of the skirt and I was like, I have to finish it. I gotta finish the skirt and then I can stitch on something else. I love it though. I love it. Ooh. May I have to put the chart back in? And it was cool watching Janet work on her Winter Queen in hand. Because I put that on a Nerge That was another thing, is I had 2 nerd hoops with me, and but almost everyone at the table tried them out. They were like, I gotta try this out and see how, if it's really good. Amazon for the win. There was lots of Amazon shopping. So, WhipGo, if any of you are doing WhipGo, the number's called, for me, T was one of them, and it's for 2,000 stitches. I'm not going to have any trouble with that. And then the other one that was called was Lily 1, and this one is a bit of a slog because I'm doing this over 1 on 32 count. It just literally feels like it's taking forever. But I love it. So I'm going to keep going because, I mean, I'm maybe halfway done because I'm not stitching the white background. So here's where it was before. And this fabric is not going to show up good. It's a beautiful lavender color. It's a 32 count Lotus from Bestitch Me. So here it is now. So I've just been working on this right here. But it is definitely, it's a labor of love. That's for sure. This is going to go, that fabric looked really blue there for some reason, but it is a light lavender color. It's gorgeous. But this will get framed. I'll probably frame it, and then I'm going to put it, on our wedding wall because I had, lilies in my bouquet. So, and they were pretty hot pink like this kind of is. Although it does look a little orangey on there. It's probably the fabric doing it, but. So, those were my whips. That's what I worked on since I saw you December 28th. I don't know what I'm going to work on tonight. I haven't decided yet. Definitely not a new start. Another thing I did, which is not stitching related, is I finally went through and kind of organized my quilt patterns that I have. So I bought these little binders off of Amazon, and I got the little page protectors that go with, and I just put all of my quilt patterns in these books. So they're organized now. I have this one is all fat quarters. And then there's dividers that I'm going to put in. But this one has like layer cakes, jelly rolls, and charm packs. And then this one has other projects and yardage quilts. So a lot of like fig trees quilts go by yardage. They don't really use pre-cuts. So I have these 3 binders that now hold all of my quilt patterns that are this size. And this is like 8 by 5.5 maybe. I can't remember, but it's their standard like half sheet size, I guess. So I did that. That was a chore. I finally got all of my DMC reorganized into new floss boxes. So my mom had given me a ton of floss. She had put it all in Flossaway bags into these the boxes for Flossaway bags that were probably older than me. And those boxes were just falling apart. So I got the new Flossaway bag holder boxes, if that makes any sense. And I got everything back organized. So any extra skeins I had laying around, I got those into the bags so that they lived in a home. But yeah, so I've done some organizing, and I'm trying to slowly work on downstairs so that I can get some quilting done. But how about we talk about some things that have come into my possession. So first up is, this was Fabric of the Month from Bestitch Me. I'm so sorry. And I'm in the Color Club. So this is a 32 count Lugana, and the color is Evergreen. It is gorgeous. I love this so much. I don't know what I'm going to put on it, but I will definitely figure out something like amazing to put on this. So, I don't know. I don't think I showed these in December, but my December threads from Color and Cotton came. So these are the December ones. Nice, cool, icy colors. And then January's came, and here are January's colors. I love it. Everything in here just screams new start at me. So I've got to get those put away. And then while I was at StitchAway, Color and Cotton, I even set an alarm on my phone for this. This is why you follow people on Facebook and Instagram and sign up for their newsletters. Color and Cotton did a like grab bag sale for their threads because they are opening a brick and mortar, and these were like older threads or maybe missed dyes or whatever. So I did the 20 skein grab bag because I needed more floss. And then these are the colors. I won't go through them all, but I will hold them up. It's like they made me a rainbow. Ooh. Dropped one. It was like they made me a rainbow. So I've got like yellows and oranges. There's reds in there. Flip it around so you can see the other colors. But yeah. And they did say to mark these skeins so that you know that they may be missed dyes or whatever. But I usually, if I have multiples of something, I will usually compare them. So that I know, you know, like this blue hydrangea, I actually have, I want to say this is like my 4th one of these, and there's definitely a color difference. But this isn't something that I would probably ever need 2 skeins of for a project. So, it's fine. So yes, needed more floss, like I needed another hole in my head. And then I got 2 Noras because I just can't help myself. So this one I got from Cobweb Corner, and it is Praying Mantis. I love this one. I love it so much. So I have the beads to go with. There's hardly any. There's only 3 colors of beads. I don't even think there is a... Oh, there's one Krynic that I need to get. But otherwise, it's just DMC and these 3 beads. That's it. She's gorgeous, though. I just love it. It's so spring and so soft. And then the other one I got is the Blossom Collector. Now this one definitely has more with it. So I got the beads. And then I just need to get the Karen Water Lilies and a Krynic braid. So I don't know when I'm going to start these, but I have tea going and I have Fairy Autumn Glow. So 2 fancy ladies are enough for now. All right, now how about retreat stuff? So first up, since this is the first thing I'm pulling, this is what we received from it. My family may be here. We'll see. From Judy Whitman. So this is the chart that we received from her presentation. And there's some little extras in here, like little pin keeps and scissor fob designs and stuff like that. But she actually took these from this antique sampler. Took inspiration from this to create this. So I ended up getting the fabric that Keepsakes used for their model. And this did come with a card with all of the flosses. I mean, they're just gorgeous. And the fabric is Freeze from Atomic Ranch. So this is the cut that I got. And it's definitely a little more pink in person, but it's gorgeous and I'm so excited about this. I have not started it yet. I was gonna wait for Janet because Janet needed to find fabric, so I was gonna wait for her to start. Kia started hers already. She's doing it on 46 count. Mine is a 36 count, so I'll be doing it 1/2 on 36. Let's see. So this is also, this was like our little welcome packet. And that's how we knew that it was like bird themed. There are a bunch of charts in here for us. And there were stickers. I took one of the stickers off and I put it on my magnetic board that I use for paper charts. And this fabric that I had gotten from Annette, this was the other piece of fabric. And it is from Mystic Fabrics, and it is Rouge. It's a 36 count linen. And I think it's amazing. Ooh, it just went kind of orange there. But yeah, she wasn't gonna stitch anything on it, and I was like, are you sure? It was amazing. It's amazing fabric. That's better color representation right there. So that was an unknowing gift from Annette. Oh, here's the Weeks. Turkish red. I just hadn't had a chance to get a bag together for that. So this was like in our welcome packet, and those are floss drops. And it has all of the stuff to make the little pin cushion. The chart is in here too, but it has all the fabric and the little trims to make the little pin cushion pillow. And then I purchased these two charts as well. So this is Alphabet Dogs and Alphabet Cats, because they're adorable. And I have cats and dogs, so I had to get both. Since I was a newbie, I got to go to the welcome tea that was on Friday, and we received these bags. I believe that Susan made these bags using Teresa Koget's fabric on the two panels here. So you'll recognize these. They look just like the StitchCon bags if you went to StitchCon. But we received a bag, and the chart that we received for being newbies was Teresa Koget, and it is Welcome Spring Bunny. So I don't know if this is an exclusive for right now. I'm not for sure. It is cute. I don't know if I'm going to stitch it. We'll see. And then, what else is in here? Oh yeah, the needle minder that was in our welcome bag. Look at this hummingbird. That's so cute. All right, and then I got some fabrics because fabric. So this one is, oh, there was my name tag. Let's see. Okay, so this one's 32 count weathered stone from Atomic Ranch. I can thank Annette for this because she was stitching something on it. She enabled me in so many ways. And then I got a 40 count Atomic Ranch Phantom. Isn't that gorgeous? It's so pretty. 40 count linen, by the way. I haven't done 40 count linen yet. And then, you know, this happened. So I was just going to get a fat quarter. And Joe was cutting fabric, Barbara's husband from Keepsakes. And he lays this out because I had never tried Grace Notes fabrics before. He lays this out and I was like, nope, just give me a half because it's amazing. So this is a 32 count Grace Notes Paris linen. And I don't know if you can see how amazing it is, but it's amazing. It's beautiful. I love it. Let's see. And it's definitely purpley. It's not just gray. It's definitely like a purpley gray. It's just gorgeous. And then I got, because I couldn't resist, I didn't even show my husband this yet. This is from Rebel Stitcher Designs. You know, because needle minders. It's He-Man. I didn't even show that to my husband yet. He's going to laugh. He's going to think it's a hoot. So, yeah, I actually went and I was very deliberate in what I purchased. These fabrics are all, I mean, except for the weathered stone, I have colors similar. But these two are definitely fabrics that I wanted to try, and they're not something that I have in my stash right now. I was kind of looking for more color. But I didn't want it to be a color that was like, oh, I can only put one thing on that. So, yeah. And then they had the Keepsakes pen. Oh. I really like this pen. We had gotten them at StitchCon, and they had red instead of the green, but I like the pen. So I think that's it. For everyone that was at StitchAway, if you happened to watch my video and I didn't say hi, I apologize. I was definitely I had a hard time like making myself get up and go put myself out there. But anyone that did come over and talk to me, thank you, because it was really hard to like, I mean, I might look like a really outgoing person on video, get a drink or two in me, and yes, I'm definitely outgoing, but it was, I don't know. Sometimes things are just a little too people-y, but this was the perfect amount of people-y and the nicest people-y. So I'm going to leave you with that. I have a lot of stuff to clean up now. My husband and the kids should be back. I told him 45 minutes and we're at 43 and a half. So that's good for me. But I will see you guys hopefully next week. That's my goal, is to get back on a weekly schedule. Things have just been crazy. Ooh, hockey game this weekend. One of my husband's Christmas presents was to go to the hockey game this weekend at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. So that's what I'm doing this Saturday. Going to a hockey game. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye.